Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to part 2 of the story. Yeah! Our South Texas ghost hunt. So, ladies and gentlemen, as I said before, there was a scream that made me jump. Like a bloody, curdling scream that made me jump. And literally nearly made me broke down and cry and scream out for help. So, I jumped up, turned around, pointed my flashlight, couldn't see anything, and I was like, where did that come from? Where did that come from? And all that, right? And I was like, oh God, where is it coming from? You know, like that. And I couldn't figure out where it was coming from. So I literally try to look for the source. I don't know why I started looking for the source, because this really scared me, and I was really scared, guys. My hair was sticking up on end, and I was like, oh God, oh God, you know, like that. And I didn't know what was going on. So I looked around, I looked left, I looked right, I couldn't see nothing, and I decided to walk down the hallway, continue down the hallway before I go back to the door. Make sure there's nothing down, you know, down the hall or anything. So I did. So when I looked, nothing was there. Nothing at all. There's nothing. 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 Good. I was like, good, good. Nothing's there. Nothing's there. Nothing's there. Nothing's there. Nothing's there. And all of a sudden I hear Tyler scream, holy shit! He literally screamed bloody murder. I mean, like, I never heard Tyler scream bloody murder before. So it was like new to me. So I jumped and I screamed, and then all of a sudden Frankie is yelling, holy crap. He's screaming his ass off. And I literally turned around. Oh, I ran down these. I was going back down the stairs. Alright, I ran towards the stairs. I was going down the stairs, and I stopped at the ninth step again. This time I hear footsteps coming up towards me. And I was like, who is coming up the stairs? So I decided to step back, and you can hear the steps coming up the crickety stairs. So it was like, literally, I was backing up. I was pointing my flashlight down there, and I can't see nothing. Nothing, guys. I'm like, who's there? Tyler, is that you? Frankie? Jessica? And I was really like, oh God damn. So I stopped at, I was about to step onto the 11th step. I already got to the 10th step, guys. So I was like, point the flashlight down. In my head it says point the flashlight down. I point the flashlight down the stairs. And literally for a split second, I see a face. Literally, for a split second, I see a face in front of me. And I literally jumped back, hit the floor, well, hit the stair, and then went down the steps. I went down the steps, and ended up at the very bottom of the floor. Nothing hurt, nothing wounded, nothing. Just a few scrapes. You know, falling down the stairs. If you ever get a cut down going down the stairs before, ladies and gentlemen, it hurts. Trust me. Anyway, I went down the stairs, and then I was okay. Little, scrapes and little cuts here and there. So I was like, the hell? I like Tyler. Now remember, guys, I left the door that I saw the silhouette. So Tyler, I was yelling at Tyler over and over and over and over and over and over and over until he said, over here, dude, over here. I followed his voice and found him and him and Frankie looking at a picture, and it resembled it looked like one of our friends. And I was like, ain't that a coinkydink? But here's a strange thing about it. It looked like one of our friends, but it didn't look like one of our friends. And I'm like, it could be demonic in nature. And he's like, and Frankie agreed with it. And the Tyler goes, how could that be demonic in nature? I go, well, can't demons sort of mimic voices and sort of mimic how you look? And Tyler gave me that look. He goes, I don't know. If that's true, then that's new to me. That's Tyler for you. Tyler really didn't know a lot about ghost hunting at times, so he's all in when he wants to go ghost hunting. Anyway, let's go ahead and continue on with this little story. So, I go, you guys found Jessica yet? No. I'm like, really, guys? You find Jessica? I'm like, nope. Where were you? I was on the top floor and I heard a bloody curly scream. And they're like, where? Where'd it come from? And I pointed up the stairs and they're like, show us. I'm like, oh, here we go again. This time we're walking up the stairs. And this time the air is heavy and it's cold. I mean, literally downright cold. And we're in the middle of the summer, so how could that be cold? Right? So I'm like, what in the world? And so I started walking up the steps. This time, instead of walking up the steps, guys, I literally ran up the steps. And Tyler and Frankie were like, hold on, dude. So as we got up there, and I pointed to the door where I saw the silhouette of the body walk through. So Tyler opens the door, but he couldn't open it at first. So he was trying to open it, first he tried to pick the door, then he tried to, try another way to open the door. But then he said, screw this. He kicks the door in, the door falls off its hinges, and there we find Jessica. And Jessica is crying her ass off because she said she screamed and she saw somebody that looked like her, like mimic her face. And I was like, see, demonic in nature, guys. And she goes, we gotta get out of here. She literally was scared. She said, let's get out of here right now. She said it with like power, like she was literally scared of what was going on. So we say, all right, let's go. We decided to book it. So we about to leave, and we get to those double doors, like I told you before. We get to these double doors, and they won't open. We're yelling to our friends, and our friends are like, "Holy shit, dude! Hold on!" And they're trying to open the door. So both of them are trying to open it, and Tyler is trying to kick the door open, and we don't know how the door locked. No one locked the door because the door wasn't locked when we first got there. So we open the door, right? We're trying to open the door. How we open the door is really stupid. One of my friends always brings a pistol with him because he has the right to conceal and carry. Just in case we run against coyotes or somebody who tries to steal our car out there in South Texas or South San Antonio in these words. So he finds his pistol from the car cabinet, and then he shoots the door, nearly hitting me and Frankie at the same time. And he's like, my bad, dude. What happens next is that the door literally falls, not towards us, because the doors swing in, but the doors fall out towards them. And it was weird. It had a bullet hole, but now the door fell over towards the outside. And it was strange how that happened. We screw this. We didn't want to try to figure out what it was or anything. So we ran for it. So we ran for the car, but this doesn't end there. We ran to the car, guys. We jump in the ride. Jessica's trying to tell what she saw, and then we're driving. Tyler floors it. He takes off, guys. He literally takes off. We're going. He's going 80 to 90 on this dirt path, and I look behind us, and I see these glowing lights following us back, just following us back out. I'm like, Ty, yo, man. He goes, what? Yo, something's following us, man. Some weird ass lights. So at the time, guys, I didn't know what it was really. what these lights were. Finding out that it was this. Orbs. Orbs that fly around. Apparently these orbs follow people. I don't know what you call it, but what these lights are really is that follow people. But they were following us. And then he started flooring. Now he's pushing it in his car. And now he's going about 110 miles per hour. We're flooring it, and yet they're keeping pace. He goes, there ain't no car, because we can't hear no engine. So we're speeding on this dirt path. And it took us about an hour to get onto this dirt path and on this dirt path to begin with, and it took us about 30 minutes. But it felt like 30 minutes. It felt like an eternity when we tried to leave the area. So it took us 30 minutes to leave the area because he was flooring it. So we got out, but I turned back and the lights were gone. And he's like, they're still back there? Nah, man, nah. And he literally did like some Tokyo drift stuff, man. He drifted around the corner, got back on the road, and we got out of there. And we never looked back since. Until recent time, around about 3 days ago, I was asking everybody where it was. And they don't remember because no one wants to remember this place, because some people are, after that day, were starting to, like, stuff was starting to happen around them. Friendships were starting to break. Jessica broke up with her boyfriend over an argument that didn't make any sense. That's what I caught a drift of it. Some other friends said it was something else, but I told them that it could have been spirits that done that. But we just will never know. Jessica no longer lives in San Antonio. She moved out and moved to Honolulu, Hawaii, and she is a paranormal investigator over there. But overall, I don't know what exactly happened anymore to the rest of the group. I will actually talk more about this group right now. I got about 2 minutes or so. The first few people after this group, keep in mind there was 6 of us in the car, but overall there was about 12 of us. The other 6 of the group went on various missions, but also started having change about them. Everybody started becoming angry at each other. They were yelling at each other, and none of us were violent against each other. We were all like tight people. We went to cosplays, anime cons, video game. We even went to PAC East at one time. Because we were hardcore gamers at that time. But now, well, I'm not a hardcore gamer anymore. But I still play video games every now and then. But the group fell apart, literally fell apart, and it fell apart in front of my eyes. One day, where everybody was literally yelling at each other. Tyler, Frankie, everybody was yelling at each other. This is like after Jessica left for Honolulu and never turned back again. And she did the right thing, never looked back again. But for me, when it happened, I tried to break it up. It didn't work, guys. We don't know what made this happen, make everybody yell at each other after this certain event. But this is what triggered me into ghost hunting. And it's what triggered me to become a paranormal investigator, and triggered me to continue on with the paranormal. And I started making friends, and we had a lot of people who wanted to be part of the group. But right now, guys, I haven't been investigating for a while because I'm afraid to know what's going to happen. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, to add on to what happened to the rest of the group, is this. Everybody went their separate ways. I mean, we really had a falling out. Frankie, I haven't talked to Frankie for a while. Tyler, we still talk every now and then. But everybody else that was part of the group are no longer there. They went on with their lives. But overall, ladies and gentlemen, the next part will be another ghost story. So until then, ladies and gentlemen, peace.